I can't even see it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
It's not bad. It's just
Is it really? It's about to start. Oh my god.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inkradio podcast, and we've got a very, very special episode today. We've contemplated bringing him on. We thought about it, and then I brought him on without permission of the other two. We've got Sammy, the legendary, on. Sammy, the captain. Greet yourself, Sammy. Say who you are.
Sammy, find me at that SRB2dude on Twitter, on twitch.tv/drprodigy, #subscribe, and on other forms of social media at Spectre Saru. Cool.
Bro, I hope you know that I did not condone this in any shape or form. I want y'all to know that, why did you let this happen?
My guy?
Oh.
What do you think? You think I had a choice in this? Read my sign.
Why, Spoon?
None of what you are about to hear today has been rehearsed. Anything that is said right here, Sammy is coming up off the top of his head. There is no telling what this stream will bring, so strap in, everybody.
Shit.
Yeah, so I do want to preface this by, we did talk about what we would cover today, and it appears that we didn't come up with many topics. We did come up with some, but yeah, this is the power of Sammy that we got going on here, so stay tuned.
So everything that goes wrong in the stream is fucking my fault. I got it.
Everything that goes good in the stream is your fault too, man. It goes both ways.
Why'd the stream go down? Well, Sammy obviously did it, even though he's just in Discord right now. It's Sammy's fault.
Anyways, so just as a recap before we get started, is Sammy actually walked in only a bra today? Before the stream started, but I didn't want to get banned.
Look, there's been studies that show that you can get more viewers, subscribers, and get more money through titty streaming. I'm trying to help the cause here, but this man was like, nah, that's not going to fly, Sammy. We're going to get kicked. What about all these other women? Hey, why am I being oppressed? I want to understand why me and my beautiful self can't come on stream with a bra. This is some BS, if you ask me.
I mean, a fair point. I don't know how to start this, man.
What's topic number one?
Okay, so...
Can we be introduced at least, please?
Yeah. No, right into Sammy. No, okay, so...
Sammy's introduced. Let's go.
So how's it going, Nine? How's your travel? You weren't on last week. You were moving. You're still not fully moved in.
Right. Well, I'm moved in, but my internet's not, because it takes them about a week to get the service moved over. So that's all it is. New place is great. Washer, dryer, dishwasher, 2-bedroom, good stuff. Can't complain.
Sweet. And Kendall, how's your week been going?
It was great. It was going well. I had to watch a great Super Bowl. It was amazing. Two of the only teams I would never want to see in the Super Bowl. Low key, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted the Patriots to win.
Oh my god!
Yo, hold on.
This guy.
Before y'all get upset about Tom Brady,
I'm not upset about Tom Brady. The Patriots suck, dude.
You mean Jesus? Are you about to go in on Jesus? My man Jesus over here. He cannot do no wrong. Every time this dude throws an interception, let me tell you the ways of how Tom Brady literally is Jesus, okay? This man threw at least a touchdown. This man is amazing. The Patriots don't even need a team. He is the team. Everyone else there is just for show. This man actually passes it to himself at all times.
Back to what I'm saying now. I had a good week. Then, out of nowhere, I look on Discord and I see Sammy has joined the chat. And if you've known that my week has been going amazing, because I've had riots, I've had people talking about bring Sammy is beautiful. But besides that, in all honesty, I've been having a good week. I started a new job. I'm back at personal training. Everything's going great. Back to you, Spoon. Why did you do this?
'Cause I care about you, man.
No, you don't. I've known this man for 3 years, and nothing good has come out of it.
All right, so we're gonna get right into the first topic, I guess. Everyone had a good weekend, so we'll go right into it. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! The show's done. Literally, it's over.
So let's get right into Platinum Cup, okay? So Platinum Cup happened over this weekend. It was super early in the morning. InkTV said that they would be on at what time again? What time did it start?
It was like 6 a.m. Eastern time.
Oh, it was so early.
Yeah, I didn't watch a single bit of it because that's 3 my time.
Yeah, so it was 6 a.m. Then on top of it all, they said that they would restream the event. They'd rebroadcast it at a later point. Does anyone know if that actually happened or no?
I didn't.
I very briefly saw that they were doing a rerun for it. I didn't get to watch it though while I was at work.
Just want to be sure. So, anyways, half of them were American, half of them were Japanese. Japanese went basically all the way to the end, took the finals, but Ethereal managed to make it third place, the only Western team to actually go past that stage. And they did really good. They went like 5-4 in the bronze match final, if I'm not mistaken. Really, really close sets overall. Just one thing I kind of want to get into is two things about it, because I know that we all didn't super watch a lot of it because of how early it was. I managed to catch the end. But a couple of points I want to get on is there were streaming issues again. Pretty major ones this time. They were late again by 45 minutes. Commentators were out of sync. Just a whole bunch of technical issues that still didn't seem to be resolved from the week before. So, InkTV, you got to get on that. You know, gotta work on those streams, man. And other than that, I mean, do you guys have anything to add to the streaming issues?
I mean, aside from that, was there anything else, or was it pretty much just like late start?
Well, a late start, broadcasters were out of sync a lot of the time. Apparently, there's some weird like lag or like stuttering on the stream a lot of the time too.
They were running that. Were they running that from the Gang Hosts of Melee tournament venue?
That's the only thing I can think of, because that was I believe Eirik was the one running it. I don't know. I haven't asked them. You know.
Yeah, because that was my first thought when I heard about these issues. I'm like, I figured it had to have been something with the venue that they were at.
Yeah. Something
like that. Because I like I said, I don't know exactly where it was streamed from in the situation, and I didn't get to watch it because I didn't have internet, but that's kind of what I had heard about. So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah. Anyways, let's prepare in advance for it, though.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
I watched it, but I was like falling in and out of sleep over and over again. And I mean, the issues were there. I mean, I kind of was, personally, I was one of those people that said, like, I was kind of glad to at least have a stream to even be able to watch it. So I mean, it's endgame. They'll get their stuff in order, honestly. I mean, every single one, like it's.
I mean, we say that, but then they've been 45 minutes late, literally every single tournament stream. I would say that track record is not going so hot right now.
Oh, the knife has come out. All right.
I mean, I'm just saying what it is. If you're 45 minutes late, you're 45 minutes late every time.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean,
I'm gonna do like my family dinners now. When they say to come at 3, I'm gonna come at 3:45.
Fashionably late.
Yeah,
Fashionably late. I get it.
I'm just saying it's a pattern that you don't want to have. That's all I'm trying to bring up.
I mean, it's fair.
And you should be prepared ahead of time. Like if they for example, that's what I thought too on 9, because they were streaming the event there for Smash. But if they knew that, then they should have prepared in advance for it. If you were aware that both things were going to be happening on that Sunday. The Philly event was planned a long time in advance, and Platinum, even if it was planned like a month or 2 in advance, you would still know about it. So you'd realize that there'd be a scheduling conflict. I don't know. Anyways, I mean, like you said, in that situation, better that it's streamed than not, right?
Than not. But, yeah, that's kind of...
Anyways.
Because, I mean, yeah.
Just a quick thing. And then the second one I wanted to bring up, which is more kind of on topic with Platinum Cup, was... so because Ethereal got to the 3rd place match, there was an ability to actually cast them instead of casting the grand finals, which was an all-Japanese team. And a lot of people felt like Endgame should have casted that match as opposed to the finals. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think that it makes sense for us to watch a 3rd place or 4th place match with a Western team as opposed to an all-Japanese finals?
You're kind of getting into a topic where it's like that's where it gets hard to balance. because what ends up happening a lot of times, I feel like, is like you can't make everyone happy in this situation where like from the broadcaster's point of view, it's like you have the option of streaming like one match, right? So you can either have them both play at the same time so they don't have to wait forever for the players anyways, and then you can show either grand finals or you can show the third place match, and for the most part everyone's going to say grand finals. But in this case it's kind of special, like you're saying, where it's Japan versus Japan. But there seems like there's a lot of issues where, like, what was the tournament that was the Road to Platinum Cup? What was the Ink Cage?
Ink Cage, yeah.
Ink Cage. That one, like, I was hearing a lot of complaints from players that I know of that were saying that, like, the games that were being broadcasted, they weren't happy about it. And I want to say that they were streaming some third place games there, and, like, that was kind of aggravating people. They just wanted to just go straight into grand finals and just kind of, like, hurry the sets up.
Okay, so hold on. The clarification I want to make is it's not that they would stream the third place and then they stream the grand finals. It was stream the third place match instead of the grand finals.
Oh, no, I would have...
Because they're simultaneously happening.
I mean, I would have preferred to see grand finals. I understand that it is Japan versus Japan, and, like, Ethereal was, like, the last one that we had. Or what, did you say that it was USA versus USA for bronze?
No, it was USA versus Japan.
Oh, well, I think a lot of people would still want to watch grand finals, but that's just my
I'll play devil's advocate. There is a stream on the Japanese side that has the grand finals being played.
That's one thing that you can kind of look into, is like if there's someone else streaming the same exact thing you are, then you can kind of make that decision whether or not you actually want to stream that third place match, you know?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, I feel like they're streaming the tournament, and it's going to be biased if you're going to go with the Western team that's left if grand finals is going on. Like, personally, for me, I want to see the best of the best. And if the best of the best made it to the grand finals, even if it's like a Western team that made it to third or whatever place was playing next, I'm sorry to say I would rather see grand finals instead of seeing Ethereal versus the other Japanese team.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Same boat. I mean, if we were watching the Olympics and, you know, your country's team is on third place, you still want to see who ends up winning the tournament, especially if the broadcaster is supposed to be showing the whole tournament. And I get that it might have been restreamed somewhere else. That's not something I know enough about. But given the situation between Japan versus Japan grand finals or Japan versus Ethereal, I mean, yeah, I love the West, but I want to see the winning. I want to see the set that decides the winner of the tournament. That's why I wanted to watch the tournament, to see who wins the tournament, you know?
Yep.
I'd say that's fair, to want to watch the grand finals.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I am one of those people, not going to lie. Like, I have nothing against it, but I'm invested in teams that I know, right? So, like, if there's no more Western teams and it's just Japanese teams and I don't, like, know their personality or how they play or anything, I kind of just drop off really hard. And I'd be more excited. Like, I completely get the logic. Like, if I was in the same shoes of streaming a match, I'd stream the grand finals as well. You get what I mean? But, like, just for my own personal take, I would have preferred to probably watch that Ethereal match, because that's hype to see them go 4-5.
My question is, okay, so say if InkTV had a chance to stream it, what are you streaming?
The grand finals.
Okay.
I'm not stupid.
Thank you.
Like you kind of have to, right? Like, it's so weird. The only way I do it is if there was another stream that was streaming the grand finals and it was really accessible, like not an open rec.
Yeah.
Like, if it was another Twitch stream, I'd probably do it.
Also, was anyone from Ethereal streaming? Like, I don't know if any of them can.
Yeah. The other part of it is, like, hindsight is also 2020. So we're all saying we would have rather seen that set, but we also know that was an amazing 5-4 set that was Libelant versus Ethereal and a crazy set. Like, I feel like that also is kind of clouding the judgment of some people a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's not clouding the judgment
deciding,
for me. Even if Ethereal went 5-0, I would have probably preferred to watch that.
I said some people, but I'm just saying, like, I know that that's part of it too. Is, you know, we're looking at how great that set was and how, I guess, boring grand finals was. But I mean, yeah, like you said, InkTV would have streamed grand finals, and I think that's the way it needs to be done.
Yeah.
But I guess in general, I want to open up the question a bit more. Are you guys invested in watching, in, like, let's say, an all Japanese tournament, or do you feel like you need that, like, attachment of, like like brand association, I guess is the best way to describe it. Like, do you need to know that a Tomo is playing, or like an Olive is playing, or an STDX is playing in order to feel attached to the tournament that you're watching? Like, if it was nobody's, would you watch it?
Like, I don't know, as long as I had some kind of an idea that the people that were playing were at least decent, you know, because it's like, you know, the idea that a lot of people do is like you watch Japanese streams or you watch Japanese teams because you want to learn from them, because of like this pedestal that we keep Japan on that's above us. And if I want to watch them, then I want to more or less like study them. So it's like I don't care if they're nobodies. If they're good and I can learn from them, then yeah, I'll watch it.
But what about from a casual audience? Like, if you're not someone who's necessarily trying to learn anything from the game, just trying to like
probably
hype it up.
Probably not, then, because you don't know anyone, you know, like especially like Japanese players, like from a casual standpoint, like there's like even less Japanese people that you're gonna know. Like you're gonna know like from America, you'll know like Dude, STDX, you know, some of the top names like even like
Monarchy,
Tomo
Splatoon.
and Deep Blues, you know, like all these names that you hear a lot, like you'll recognize names, and so that's what you're looking for, you know. When you watch these Japanese teams, it's like you don't know who to look for.
Yeah, well,
from a casual standpoint.
That's my thought process on it overall. Is like I guess it's a bit different for me because like we're trying to cultivate Western talent. You know what I mean? Like our focus isn't on the Japanese scene, so I'm kind of out of touch with it. And I guess that's why I might feel more invested in the Western scene, because that's what we're trying to grow and that's what we're trying to bring forward. So
I would agree if there was like a second stream, but like at the same time they were streaming the tournament as a whole. You could have gone to Open Rec, that is true, but I wouldn't have understood a word. I would just be watching to watch, and I would have just been like, all right. So I mean, I still feel like if there was, I mean, this would be even more for Ethereal. Like if they actually would, I don't know if any of them stream, but if they stream, that's also an option for online tournaments. A lot of them, they like, you know, that if Dude and them aren't on stream, like if they're not going to be on stream for that set, you can go watch their streams. So if anything, I really feel like this should be like if they have an opportunity to get one. I know not everybody can get a capture card, have the good setup for it, but I'm pretty sure at this point everybody wants to see Ethereal stream. I mean, yeah. I guess if there was another person streaming it, maybe that could have been helped, but I still think that at the end of the day you should show the best of the best.
Well, okay then. Oh no, I'm gonna fight you on that one. Okay, I think if you're talking about grand finals and bronze,
grand finals.
Okay, that's the best
fair. For me personally, when you make it to the finals, no matter what team it is, so like even if you're talking about sports, if you're in the 8th seed and you've made it to the finals, I'm sorry to say you're the best of the best at that point.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not doubting ground finals. I'm saying more like if you're watching a top 8 and you're like, you're gonna pick, like if you have 4 matches that you can stream
of course,
you're gonna pick the most. You're gonna try and pick the most entertaining match.
You're trying to get a narrative, but grand finals should like.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
That trumps all.
All right. I guess we'll go into another part of it because this was actually in association with Platinum Cup. We had a couple of players tweeting that they had some maps played twice in the same set a lot of the time. And I feel like this kind of brings up discussion from what we had last week when we were talking about map bans and like soft bans and rotations and stuff like that, right? Players were complaining. To be fair, the map was Rainmaker Starfish, which I know everyone like really doesn't like. Nope. At least everyone who's talking about banning maps doesn't like that map, right? So I will push that aside a little bit to kind of bring up this discussion. This kind of brings up the fears that I have of map banning. Is someone is so vocal about it, about Rainmaker Starfish being bad, right? Now you could say it is broken, but I feel like this might happen on another map that's maybe less objectively broken. Like if you were to say like a Zone's ink blot and someone's like, I just don't like this map and we played it twice, this is stupid. It's like, yeah, but you agreed to it. And then that brings up the fear from us, like as a administrative perspective, like what do we do in this situation, you know? And that's why I'm still unsure about full out banning maps.
I don't think it had anything to do with banning. I think it's more of the fact that they had to play Rainmaker, Starfish, whatever. They had to play it multiple times when you could have actually have put another map mode, whatever you want to call, in that position.
Yeah, but
it's like, why are you playing a double?
But to give an example, like we're running 7 map modes in BNS. That's coming out tomorrow. Registration ends at 10 p.m. So
were they Was that known in for the Platinum Cup though? Was that an actual thing for the Platinum?
A month in advance.
No. What I mean was that like, was there a limited map list for the Platinum Cup? That would be a different story if there was.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, even if there wasn't, or even if there was, they're doing doubles in maps, and if you have a separated map pool, you're gonna get that.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna get doubles. Like, it'll happen.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is like, I get it was like the map was in particular was Rainmaker Starfish, but this could be applied to any player with any two maps and being like, we have to play this twice. Was this? You know, it's so stupid. It's like, what do you want? Like, you can't have everything. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess I kind of, but doesn't that go into like actually making sure to check your map list and like, yo, like, why did we have this twice?
Why do we have Moray followed by Moray again?
Yeah, like, why do we have this twice? If it's given out a month before, there should have been some type of thought into it instead of like, I'm not saying that they didn't have any thought into it, but come on.
9.
Come on.
I mean, it's obviously not good when that happens. I don't know. The idea that somebody could complain loud enough, and then this could happen, I think it's just on TOs to kind of weigh those options and make sure that it's the number of, well, that it's a combination of the number of voices and who the voices are. Because I feel like you definitely need both. You need people who really know what they're talking about and who have some credibility to their name who are making these complaints. But you also need enough people rather than just one person who's just staunchly defending it. But I don't know. I just think that's on TOs if they do go about banning, that enough research and trust is done. And that's...
I'm not even talking about
we're gonna have to cross
banning. I'm just talking about like double of the maps if you know that there's a problem. Like, not even a problem with the map,
but
like,
I'm talking more like, if you start banning maps, there are going to start being multiple repeats that happen. Like, for example, we're not banning, we're just doing rotations, right?
Rotations.
We have 7
I get
maps, and it's a best of 7. You are going to play those maps every single round for the entire tournament. To some people, that may not be a thing that they want to do, but that's why we're testing it, right? We want to see.
Okay.
And you know that going into a Black and Spoon as well, right? When you're very open about that, people, I mean, teams can enter or not enter that as long as it's known in advance. And I mean, if you enter the tournament knowing that's what you're going to get into, I don't think you really get to complain about it because you entered knowing that that was the point of the tournament.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, to be fair though, we do want feedback on it.
True.
Okay,
yeah.
Go ahead, Kendall.
Only reason I'm talking about Platinum Cup because this is like technically not an invitational, but it's like your top tier teams, whatever you want to say, Western. Only reason I look at it is you could say, because there were more than one person that was complaining about maps and modes or whatever. You could say that if it's your best of your best, why wouldn't you put your best effort forward to make sure that you have possibly the best in map modes for competitive play? Not saying like you're banning anything, but just maybe looking at it a little more careful. If you get what I'm saying. And
actually, speaking of this, I just want to get into this because the chat reminded me. Sendo's Back and Forth had their tournament on Sunday, and he had literally back and forth picks and bans. Right? You pick the map. If you lose, you have to win 2 games in a row in order to win.
Like, you have to win 2 in a row to win the set?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yes, he did.
It's whoever wins 2 in a row is the team that goes forward. So it's a way to incentivize like you being on a streak, and like you have to win against the person's counter pick. So they pick, let's say, their best
I feel like that could potentially make long sets.
Actually, it was quite the opposite.
If
anything, it proved that people don't know what their best map is, and I think that encourages our tournament even more. Was you saw 2-0s instantly, like people got destroyed on the maps that they picked.
So to go on topic of that, like people don't know what their best map is. Like occasionally you'll run into a map as a team that like you just seem to dominate a lot at. But the problem is we have to play so many fucking modes with so many map combinations that it's a pain to figure out like this map consistently is the one that I'm doing the best at. Like it's like, okay, we dominate Kelp Dome TC, but then we suck ass at Clam Blitz TC or Clam Blitz. I stroked out Kelp Dome, and you know it's like you have to follow all these combinations. and you can't figure out which one's your best, you know? Other than that, nobody wants to fucking play TC. Please take out TC and Clan Blitz. Just make it Splat Zones, honestly. Just make it Splat Zones.
And Rainmaker.
Nope.
Sure, if you want.
Rainmaker makes the hype matches, man. I'm just saying.
It makes retarded
We've had this
matches.
discussion the past 3... Oh, okay. No more discussion. We've done this for 3.
Because we all disagree.
No. I actually, can we get back on topic with that? I'm sorry to say it. Yo, R.I.P. to Port Mackerel, man. R.I.P.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, get that shit out of here.
Yo, bro, like, I don't know how much more you guys need to realize that, like, there might be something wrong. When it wasn't even TC, it was Port Mackerel Zones. And they went N-Perry, 52, Splatling, and what was it? Sloshing Machine? There was nothing that Olive could do. And I was just like, yo, this is over. Like, why are we even watching this?
Okay,
like,
so,
it's don't
know,
oh my god.
Kendall, when you enter BNS, I'll make sure all 7 maps are just Port Mac.
Yo, you understand?
Yo.
Oh, no.
We'll call it BNS Kendall's worst nightmare.
He hasn't told you that stingrays are banned, though. That's the secret to it all.
Nope.
It's going to be.
You're only allowed stingrays. It's the opposite.
That would be terrible.
Anyways,
terrible. But I hope you saw that set. By the way, I really did.
I did.
You should watch it. It's very eye opening about it, man. You should watch that set.
All right. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I just wanted to bring up with the Platinum Cup and all that, was just more map bans and talking a little bit about that. Does anyone want to kind of add anything really quickly?
It seems like a lot of people hate Moray. Not gonna lie,
I
don't mind it personally. Yeah, see, like unanimously, all the people I've ever talked to hate Moray. I don't mind it so much in Splatoon 2. Splatoon 1, I hated it because it was terrible. But in Splatoon 2, like I don't know, it's not that bad. For me, anyways.
So I guess we'll go right into the next question. This is from Kendall himself. Kendall brought this topic up to us.
Oh, okay. This
is gonna be a good one.
Kendall, we touched on this a little bit, but because we have both Kendall and Sammy on the show, the two best people who are really calm at the game.
Oh, so calm.
We thought we'd bring them on and talk about how to deal with rage in Splatoon.
Don't play it.
Literally, just like take your Switch. Like, you see this thing right here? You take it.
There we go.
You literally just go like that. Like you literally just throw it. Like you throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like. Just,
do you have yellow Joy-Cons?
Yes, man. Actually,
you're welcome.
These are from Sammy, by the way. The yellow he did throw them my way. I do have to say the appreciation of my boy. But you just take your Switch, by the way, and you throw it. That's what you do. If you're like putts, you literally just hit your table so hard that you lose the signal. Right?
I've done that so many times, dude. I'll hit my table and it shakes the Switch just enough where it'll pop it out and put it back in, and I DC out. This fixes your problem right there. You don't have to play anymore. No, it kind of comes down to the part of like what is it that's making you mad, which a lot of people would say it's like,
well, but Sammy, my solo queue teammates can't do this, they can't do that, Sammy, me.
It's like, don't play solo queue then, idiot. I don't play it.
That's also true.
There you go. 95% of your problems is in solo queue. Don't play solo queue. There's no point to solo queue. It's fucking stupid.
But don't you rage in teams?
Don't I rage in teams?
Yeah.
Dude, I rage just waking up in the morning.
That is actually true. You know what? In teams, it's not as bad. Because like sometimes, like as I said, like I rage because they're in solo queue. I mean, sometimes I'm just like I'm feeding into it. But when you're playing with your team, I can acknowledge when I'm playing bad, which is all the time. I'm always throwing. I'll let you know that right now. But when I'm playing with a team, it's kind of like you're singling yourself out and you're realizing that, like, yo, you're actually doing worse than you thought you were. When you're playing solo, like, I'll tell you right now, I have T on the side. I have a freaking Essence going on. Like, if you listen to the music that I have to play to, like, keep my heart rate, like, level, even. Because I've thrown my controller all over my room. I've done everything. But, like, I finally learned how to, like, just get, like, me memeing myself and making fun of it. Like, is actually the best way I've learned to get over like solo queue rage, and I'll say that right now.
You gotta stop throwing stuff, Kendall. That's not healthy.
Yo, this. By the way, Sammy, I think somebody wants to know. I know. How many TVs have you broke, bro?
How many TVs?
How many TVs have you broke?
In Splatoon or Smash? Both. What?
All together. Let's just go your video gaming history, man.
Oh, somewhere around 10, probably. I'm probably ranging around 10 TVs. I know I'm over like 20 gamepads. I went through like about 50 GameCube controllers. Pro controllers, I'm about like 5 to 7 right now. I can't remember like what else there is. Oh, I broke like 3 Wii U's. I hated Splatoon 1, dude. I waked up in the morning and I was like, fuck, I have to play this game again. I hated Splatoon 1. Still hate Splatoon 2. One thing I will tell you that helps, though, legitimately helps, Sammy's tips, play with friends. That helps a lot. Playing with friends helps.
Unless it's me.
Yeah, no, fuck Kendall.
I mean, if
Don't
you
play with
get
Kendall.
Kendall, Sammy
sucks.
in the same group, I feel like it just is rage-inducing because you guys would probably just yell at each other the whole time.
No, we don't actually yell.
Kendall just sucks.
That is true, but I do more. Honestly, I don't yell at Sammy. It's more we just meme at each other the whole time.
Kendall doesn't yell at Sammy. My ass.
My ass. You know how many months? You know how many months I had to go through of Kendall yelling at me in every fucking squad?
Yo, if you have somebody trying to do 180 Inkzuka shots during
it works. It works. I'm popping off.
Yo, we were
getting Inkzuka shots, and this man's like, "You gotta stop doing it, Sammy. You only got a double kill, and it looks sick for the clip." But fucking nah, dude. 8 months straight of this dude yelling at me in every fucking day. No wonder I hated my life in that game.
And
you wonder why I break so much shit.
And this is how you deal with rage.
Play with friends. Fuck Kendall.
That was really informative.
The segment was how to not deal with rage.
You said how to deal with rage.
No. It was not. You read it. You actually. I don't deal with rage. I actually like. It's like the Hulk. I just allow it to. Like, it feels...
You just allow it to consume you.
I feel like not even sitting here in the bottom, he's just like, I regret all my decisions right now.
Help me! Help me!
In all honesty, I really wonder how some people can stay calm. Like, there needs to be a video on it, especially with this solo queue, because I don't know what to tell you. I've crashed my whole entire setup. There's actually an exclamation rage in my Discord that plays the video over and over again of how I crashed my setup. Nothing broke, though, by the way. But yeah, all right, back to you, Spoon. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Well, no, it's cool, man. Okay, so we're going to actually get into viewer questions pretty early because we have a lot of really good ones.
Okay.
A lot of stupid ones for Sammy that I'm going to read out to you.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, of course. I read out every question. Except apparently for Chaotix. I always miss his, so I will address one of his questions today. I'm sorry. I feel like I need to address it. Keeps yelling at me.
Yeah, ask his first, then.
Okay, so the first one's actually from Z-Stars again. Guy asks great questions, okay? What can I say? Okay. He says, how do you think Splatoon 2 enthusiasts should go about introducing the game to other people, friends, family, etc.? To most interested in the game community, I feel like Splatoon players find other fans online first rather than interacting with people they already know. So yeah, how do you do it? Do you do it?
Wait, say it one more time.
How do you show it to other people?
Other people who don't play the game, like, or do you even talk about it out of your game? Like, do you have this alternate life?
No, I don't bring anyone to this hell. This game sucks.
Ooh, we're on a great roll right now.
So I'll go the other way. I very much mix my two. A lot of my friends are big into video games anyway, so it's not a huge deal for me to kind of talk about this. But I talk about the finer points of Splatoon, its competitive merits. And I try to sell its good points, and I'll tell them if there's a big tournament going on, if I'm commentating or something like that, or if I was playing back in the days that I did play. And that would kind of get them into it, and then they would kind of wander in. The thing that's different now, though, is none of my friends had Wii U's back. Like, nobody had a Wii U. So it was something that they were really distant on. But now that everyone has a Switch, or seemingly everyone in my friend group has a Switch, I can talk to them about that, and then I can start convincing them to play it. I can let them try it out and try to get them into it, because Unlike Sammy, I love this game.
This game sucks dick.
It does suck, but I love it. We can go with that, right? But yeah, it's something that I do enjoy talking to other people about, and for me, sharing my passions with people is easy because I'm a loudmouth. Yeah, I don't know. It's if you can't talk to your friends about things that you really enjoy, for me at least, that's just kind of, I don't know, suffocating and difficult. So I kind of do it pretty casually, to be honest with you.
I am probably the complete 180 of you 9. I'm like super sociable. I'm a social butterfly, but I never discuss Splatoon with anyone.
No,
it's because my world is so different. Like it's not even a question of Splatoon. To be fair, like it's not even just Splatoon. It is gaming in general. Like I usually try and I don't really talk about it because a lot of the people I associate with just don't even really game. Period. So it's hard. It's mostly that trying to explain to them that I broadcast a game on the internet is like mind-boggling to like 80% of the people I deal with on a regular basis. So it's like trying to explain it is just it's such a hassle, man. Like for something that probably someone won't even look at anyways. But when there's people I know who are into it, I do bring it up. Like I'm like, yo, like come check out this, come check out Splatoon. It's really cool, you know. But I feel like my chances to do it are few and far between. And the people who do know about it are like people who should be aware of it, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you kind of like you pick the people you talk to about.
Yeah, and it's brought in some interesting situations, like when I've been trying to get time off of work and stuff to actually go to these events. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to this gaming event. They're like, oh, for what? I'm like, well, Splatoon. and then they're like, what's that game? And I'm like, well, you're a kid and you're a squid and there's squids and there's paint and you do stuff. And then that's when they kind of get weirded out. They're just like, they regret asking me questions about the game.
Gay Call of Duty. That's pretty much how I summarize it to my boss. What are you doing? Gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna go play this stupid ass game.
All right. What do you do? I'll start off with this. Right. I am 6'2". I obviously I am black, and I weigh like
bullshit.
I weigh like 245 pounds. All right. So to a lot of people, they can't understand why I would even play this game. I had my boy over here one day. I was trying to show him like the videos of G5, and he was like, "Yo, bro, what are you playing?" I started linking my Twitter to the fact that I started playing these games and like I stream. Most of my friends are like, "Yo, what are you doing?" My wife looks at me like I'm crazy. She played it once. Yo.
You lose friends over this game. This game sucks.
Yo, let's just.
But Sam, you're still playing it,
bro. Let's put it like this. I don't know. I'm sorry to say it, and I love this game. But it's almost to a point that I'll show everybody that I play it. I still put pictures. I put up when I went to NYC, Long Island Splat, SS. But I'm sorry to say, it's almost on a point for me because all my friends play Call of Duty, 2K, and that's it. They're lame video game players. That's all they play. I'm sorry to say, I don't know which one's worse. It's almost like, yo, are you a Splatoon player? Or do you watch My Little Pony?
Or both.
Or both.
I mean, I don't think it's on the same level, to be fair.
You have to understand. My friends look at me like I'm so weird, it's not even funny at this point. And I just don't care because I'm 26. But it is... I'm not guilty. I don't feel bad about it. I love Splatoon, but I like literally nobody. I try to show it to my own family, and they're just like, "Yo, what are you playing?"
I've been fortunate enough where my family doesn't really understand everything, but they're totally supportive of anything I do, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that Splatoon Squid game. It looks cool." That's what they do.
I tried, man.
And
I tried.
My wife supports me. My wife doesn't play any games, but she kind of sees what's happening. She listens to 9 on commentary, you know.
My wife is waiting for me to grow up.
How long is she going to be waiting?
Forever.
That's the way.
But I think the difference, too, is like I'm in a unique position where I can actually present what I do in a way that sounds professional. Like, I have business cards. 9 knows we have business cards. So, like, when people ask, I actually keep a couple on me. And I'm like, yo, this is InkTV, and it looks professional. It doesn't look like kitty. So I go to people, I'm like, yo, check this out. And then from there, they can do their own exploration that they want to do. And that's how I kind of open this. That was what I was going to bring up. That's how I open it up to people, is I kind of try and make it more like low key. Like, I don't want to like bombard people with it. I just want to be like, hey, this is what I do. Like, I stream tournament events for games, and it's really, really popular. I don't say it's popular in Japan. I just say it's popular, you know? I'm like, here, come check it out. It's pretty cool. It's exciting to watch. And then, like, I tell people, like, I'm streaming at this time and give them my channel and stuff like that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, everybody finds it amazing what I've done, like, with the help of, obviously, everybody else in Long Island Splat, with putting together Beacon, putting together, like, Long Island Splat 1, 2. They all find it amazing. Even, like, coming with, like, streaming, they all find that amazing. They just can't understand why I play this game.
So I guess we'll get to the actual point of it. How do you present this to people on a regular basis?
It's so hard.
I'd say it's actually a hurdle. It is difficult.
It's hard.
It's not as easy as presenting it like, hey, League of Legends that everyone knows about. You know what I mean? You have to present it that this is a Nintendo. I feel like even saying that it's a Nintendo game is already a hurdle, because people associate Nintendo with child a lot of the time, even though that's not the case.
That's very true.
So it's like I feel like you have to present it in a way that doesn't have any stigmatisms or stereotypes to what it is. Like I said, just presenting it the way that I did is like, I run tournaments for a game. This game's really cool. It's called Splatoon, and I've been running it for a while, and I make it sound like it's pretty professional, and that way people seem more interested in it.
The thing is, it's hard to understand. Like, most people can't understand it, and then like they try to like they watch like the tournaments. So I show people like the tournaments, and that's like obviously some of the best plays that you'll ever see. And then they'll play the game, and they'll just be like, "Bro, how do you swim and shoot at the same time?"
Well, actually, it's funny. I showed people the No Fear match, because I was like, this is a good match to get people into the game, right? So I showed a couple of people from work who are like gamers, right? And they watched it. They're like, their answer was, I have no fucking idea what's happening, but I know that people have giant fishes across it, and it seemed pretty exciting. And they're like, I could get into this. That was their answer. I was like, okay, sure. Then absolutely no idea what was going on. And I kind of explained it a little bit more, and I'm like, it's pretty simple to follow. Like, just see who has the most paint, and they have to dunk a giant fish onto this platform. And they're like, okay. And they kind of got the idea of it. But yeah, they thought it was pretty exciting, even though they had no idea what was going on.
No, I agree. I agree. Like, as I said, I brought a couple of my friends to Long Island Splat. They thought it was interesting. They were just like, yo, I have no idea what's going on, but I respect it. So it's hard, trust me. And
9, I guess, do you have any closing thoughts on this as ambassador of Splatoon?
True.
I mean, I don't know. People who aren't willing to look past the first coat of paint in any game.
Oh wow.
They're that
I
wasn't
just got it. Oh my god.
Oh my. Okay, you know what?
Goodness.
Let me start again. People who aren't willing to look past the first layer of a game. It doesn't matter if it's Splatoon, it doesn't matter if it's a fighting game, it doesn't matter what it is. If people aren't willing to look past that, there's only so much you're going to be able to do for them. And I think that you have to, I don't know, you have to very quickly, like, judge how interested somebody's going to be, and then, you know, have your elevator pitch, sell them on the high points, talk about what it's done for me. Like, I can talk about the things you talked about, Spoon. I have our InkTV business cards in my wallet. But I don't know. You just can't waste your time with, you know, if someone just says, "Oh, that's cute, run along," then, you know, that's all it's going to be. But I don't know. I'm still in a situation where a lot of my friends are really big into video games, so I have it easier than. But yeah, I think it's just, if someone is just not interested, just, you know, don't worry about it.
Yeah. I try to present the legitimacy by being like, "Yo, I went to E3. Nintendo invited us. You know that big tournament that happened? Here you go. Here's the card." And I'm like, watch. To like really casual people, I find that actually works. So yeah. Anyways, do you want to finish off anything, Sammy, before we get on the next question?
No, I hate this game.
Okay.
Don't talk to people.
Wow.
All right. So now we have Jext, the best. Oh, here's actually the question:
the meme lord himself.
Is he the best memer? So
is that the question?
The first thing he says, why doesn't 9 follow me?
Wait, I don't follow Jext?
Apparently not.
Wow,
Nine.
Piece of shit.
How do you not follow him?
Well, everyone retweets his shit, so I guess I just assumed I followed him at some point.
Wow.
Go follow him right
Yeah,
now.
better go do
Let me
it.
fix
You
that.
better-
All
you
right,
better go
it's
follow
been
him,
done. Following.
I can't see any of. Okay, there you go.
There. Following him right now. Sorry about that, Jax.
Second question: what are the top 5 memes, memers in ranked, please? Oh no, rank them. Also, top 5 memes, memers ranked, please. Who are the top 5?
Memes,
five.
memers, and rank.
No,
And rank?
like, can you rank the top 5?
Rank the top 5.
Oh fuck.
Top 5.
I gotta think of 5.
Wow.
I can think of 3.
Yeah, I was about to say I can think of 3 off the top of my head. Yourself.
I mean, Sammy.
you got the best VODs. You got the best
Sammy with the
VODs
VODs,
by
yeah.
far.
Oh, mine wasn't. I didn't even put myself on there.
Wow, you're so humble, Sammy.
He's too
Mine
humble.
was fuck off. Mine was mine was Jext, Hunty, and Rocket. Rocket's a really underrated memer. He got some quality ass memes. And when Hunty actually does memes, when Hunty actually does memes, she does a good job with it.
The only
Those are the
meme
ones I
know
can think
from,
off the top of my head.
Hunty is that she loves killing turtles.
Oh my
Is her role
god.
still Shredder in the Team Care server?
Hunty the Shredder.
She's gonna watch this and hate me now forever. Anyways, yeah, no, I'd say like, there's only 2 really. There's like Jack and Sammy.
Nah, the No Fear account.
No
Whoever
Fear,
it
that's
is,
pretty good.
That's Keta.
whoever it is, Keta. Then we were gonna give credit to Keta. Keta is a good one. I'm not gonna lie. Keta's really good.
I can't think of a 5th one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say Jack.
9, can you think of one more 9?
What's the list that we've got so far? Jext, Hunty, Rocket, Keta.
Yeah.
What, Astral? Does he not even get
Astral. How do we
there.
forget
Astral.
Yeah, come on.
I'd say Real Akuma's pretty good too.
Yeah, no, Rilla was going to be my next. I think
Also-
Rilla, Jext, and Astral are like the top 3 for me.
I'd say like that's hot right now. Meta memes definitely. Jax is on fire, especially after
Jext is
today.
number 1 right now for me.
Dex is, yeah.
Sammy, you're up there. The videos you put out, like you don't put out many, but when you put them out, they're the best,
Quality.
man.
The primetime iPhone quality is what they are.
It's so good. It's so perfect. But yeah, so getting onto it, Jex actually recently posted all these things about like, you know, the new memes that are coming out, like, oh, you like, this is your favorite type of Zelda game or whatever. He's
Oh my god,
the
those that
players
came
in
out
the
today were
tournaments.
hilarious.
Yeah, he put a bunch out for the tournaments. Me and 9 were also selected. Sorry, Kendall, you weren't on it. Not
Yeah, it was
popular
fine.
enough yet.
Nope.
Since
not
I
yet.
follow him
That's
now,
good
I
enough.
found out he just put out a comment too. That's a new one. Like, just came out. And then he put up another one that's your main, so everyone go find your main on there and see what that says about you.
Oh shit.
But to be fair, they've all been super accurate, I found. Like, he knows the community pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. He posted mine, and I thought it was pretty accurate, man. Like, obviously, with the jokes, like, washed-up player who realized he made bomb-ass content. I'm like, sure, I'm down with that. You got 9, who's like a washed-up player who does good commentating or whatever.
Wow, that's not entirely what it was. Okay.
Hey, you gotta come out. You gotta come out, man.
He called me a professional beefcake, thank you very much, which
You
is
sexy son of a bitch.
pays the bills, okay? It pays the bills.
Anyways, go check him out. It's pretty good. And then he actually has one last thing. Let me bring it up here. It got erased because I was playing with my phone here.
God damn, how many questions you got?
His last one was also Dreamland event that you could attend.
Dream LAN event?
Yeah.
Like any place or what? Like, what are the parameters?
Yeah.
I think it's just anything.
I'm sorry to say it. I mean, Dreamland event for me is still. I still want to go to E3. So
You don't.
That
I do. I'm sorry to say, the inner gamer in me, no matter how bad it is, no matter how many reviews come out, I've been watching E3 loyally, for years on years.
Hold on. I will say it was worth it for the first day, and I think 9 will agree with me on this.
Okay.
I think we had a great time. Like, being with everyone was super fun. But after, it's really, really packed, and the only thing that was easily accessible if you didn't have like a media pass was Nintendo's booth. It was the only one that was accessible. Everything else was essentially behind closed door, unless you wanted to play Senran Kagura Bikini Blast or whatever.
What? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
There was a line for that game too.
I know.
I wonder why.
But yeah, it was just. I'd say it's not like the dream that you think it is. The tournament for Splatoon was awesome. Going around the Nintendo booth and meeting people there, like if we weren't there because specifically of Splatoon, I think we all probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. And I think
I'm talking about in regards to Splatoon. In regards to Splatoon, that would be dope.
Yeah, it's pretty hype.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say like dream event would be like a full venue at like Madison Square.
Yo.
Jesus Christ.
Like the Staples Center or something like that. That'd be dope.
Big things. 9 in a suit casting, you know, looking
that would be dope.
Looking
I think
slick.
On that note, honestly, I'm kind of with Sammy that any LAN is really, I mean, I love all the LANs. They're a great time for me. A LAN where the production staff gets paid, that's the dream.
Yeah.
That is the dream. A LAN that we don't have to plan, or at least I guess I can only speak for myself here, but where I don't have to plan 4 months in advance to see if I can go to this thing and put aside a little money every paycheck. Like one that I could go to and just know in advance that I'm going to get to go to it, be relaxed about it, get paid to do it, or just break even. I don't even need to make money off of it, but that's like the ultimate dream. But location, I'd love to go to.
That's fair.
Portland, like Oregon. I loved Seattle.
No, you don't.
We're up in the Northwest.
No, you don't.
Okay, never mind. So wait, is this like Splatoon where you hate it but you still live it all the time?
Unfortunately, yeah.
All right, let's get another question out here. Just hold on. Let's see. Alicia Williams, Ink Alicia, she asks, "Is Sammy beautiful?"
You are damn right I am.
This meme is never going to die.
Well, when I stop being beautiful, never, is when it's going to die.
All right, so what is the difference between Splat 1 and 2 regarding playstyles, like sharking more or less, being more or less aggressive, or having time to be on Twitter in between spawns, etc.? This is chaotic. This is chaotic. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds.
There's
right.
no defense.
There's no Japanese players.
Defense doesn't exist in Splatoon 2.
Bring them back. I don't care about play style. Just bring them back so I can rage even more and throw water around my room. That's it.
I think movement's a little bit more important because I feel like the way the hitboxes work in the second game feel different. But that's like that was like from the very beginning of the game. I felt it was just a little bit different, but it's nothing crazy.
I just think you got to be more mobile. Not that you didn't have to be in Splatoon. The idea of posting up at a spot in Splatoon 2 is just not the same as it was, which is kind of like Sammy said. There's like no defense. Like, what's the longest range weapon that we see nowadays? It's like a rapid blaster or a pro. Like every once in a while you'll get a splatling, but if you go any slower than that, it's just you're gonna get swept up.
All right, I have another question here from Hope. He asked, "I've never broken a TV before. Any tips for my first time?"
Oh god.
Sure haven't. Don't have anything for you.
Didn't you make a video on that actually? Like, could that video not be referenced if you need to learn how to break a TV?
You really
just throw your fucking controller at it. It's not that hard. Idiot.
Okay, I have Keta. Keta.
Oh god.
Says, why is Tom Brady literally the perfect human being? He is like Jesus.
He is Jesus. This man, God, I want his full mass inside me. This man is such a handsome, talented man that you don't even need a team. He's literally there on the field, and he just wins games. They actually just win games. Everything that they do, that's all just for show. They actually just give W's to the Patriots. Tom Brady is so handsome and talented. Let me tell you. Gronk, he's got shit. This man needs to go back to Nickelodeon. Get the fuck off the field. What are you doing? Tom Brady, you can do everything. You can obviously not catch the ball, but you can for damn sure run it and throw it, and you can look damn good doing it.
Off topic, has anyone here watched the Tom versus Time documentary?
No.
I tried. All I've seen after that was the fact that they were memeing him about him kissing his son on the lips.
Yeah, that's about how far I got.
What the fuck?
So it's called Tom versus Time. It was a documentary that was put out on Facebook, kind of like detailing a day in the life of Tom Brady and all this stuff that he eats, and like, you know, it's kind of hokey, to be honest with you, all the stuff that he does to try to stay athletic at age 41. But it was an interesting watch, if only to see how obsessed he is with football and only football.
It's like How to Be Jesus 101.
Pretty much.
Follow Tom Brady.
Okay.
And it's free. It's on Facebook.
Oh my god. So we have one from SS Samson, and he asks, how much do these videos, the TV dress, the router, etc., cost Sammy?
You'd be surprised. People think I'm just made of money. You'd be genuinely surprised at how cheap they are. I'm not made of money. I'm a broke ass bitch. Okay, I'm out here on the struggle bus.
You assume that you're broke because probably you break too many TVs to supplement your costs?
No, fuck you. How about that? No, it's I bargain shop, bargain hunt, whatever you want to call it.
No. What he does actually, he steals from Walmart. That's actually what he does.
That was only with the Wii U gamepad. So that doesn't count for everything else.
If anybody, I want you to know right now, if you live in Idaho and you have found a broken gamepad in your, like, in the box, it was Sammy.
It's 110% me.
What this man does is he goes to Walmart, buys a Wii U, switches out his old Wii U, brings it back, returns it, and gets a refund on it.
No. That's not stealing. I worked at Best Buy, man. That is the strats.
Yeah, how about a fuck you, Kindle? Strats.
These are strats.
Everyone does that, man.
Yeah, everybody.
I worked there for years.
Strats.
Strats. Look behind you. See if you can find some strats back there.
Strats. This is what you guys are supposed to be upstanding citizens, all right? You guys are not supposed to be doing this.
Fuck that!
You have a device that breaks within 6 months, and the warranty takes 3 weeks to get you another one. Hell, just
no. It's not a warranty. He's literally just he's just putting them back in broken, and then Walmart doesn't know.
Yeah, store warranty.
There is no store warranty. He bought it.
There is. If I return it within a certain time.
Sammy needs the money more than Walmart. Okay, there you go.
I'm a broke ass bitch.
Prodigy saying delete the VODs in chat. Delete the VODs. Gotta cover the trail.
To clarify, I am obviously joking. Sammy might not be, but you know.
What are they gonna do? Is Walmart gonna come up and be like, hey man, you gotta pay for all these broken gamepads, my guy?
Okay.
What's the next question?
Okay,
please.
This one's from Kent. What do you think about Sheldon Pix being in Splatoon 2? Do you think it will happen or no? If yes, try to think of a weapon and kit combo you want the most. For example, I want the Grim Range Blaster to have beacons and splashdown. And yes, you can make one up if you want.
So basically just kind of create whatever weapon we would want?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, to kind of answer the beginning, I would like for Sheldon's Pigs to happen just because it adds more, more options to weapons to play with. That's a tough one. So I'll be completely honest. I'm pretty happy with the Rapid Deco. That pretty much just hit everything that I wanted from a weapon. So I'd say that I'm set, to be honest.
Okay. 9.
I think. Let's see. I'm kind of with Sammy. I mean, I was a Rapid's probably my main weapon, and I love the Rapid Deco. But I think it'd be interesting to see. I guess. Like, I want a weapon that's really, really good with suppression. So, like, I like that I love the inkjets, not the inkjet, the jet squelcher. I love the jet squelcher's kit, but I hate the jet squelcher. So if they put, like, I don't know, if they put that on a pro or something, I want a weapon with toxic mist that has range that's useful so that it can actually, like, lock things down and then push forward. And then I guess I'd give it, I don't know, maybe, like, I'll go ahead and say baller or something like that. Baller, because then that allows you to kind of crash in if you need to, if someone gets through or something like that, and you can kind of play the back lines. So I'd like to see that.
All right.
So you want it on like a pro?
Yeah, probably the pro. Just like a long range weapon that can actually use like the range that it has with Toxic Mist.
Okay.
All right. How about you, Kendall?
I just want a pro with a splat bomb. That's it.
That brings up a good point. If we could get a blaster again with Splat Bomb, I'd be happy.
Don't care about the special, in all honesty. I just want a pro with Splat Bomb. That's it.
But Sammy, the Luna already exists.
I want an L3 with burst bombs and ink armor.
So what's already there? You just want to trade it for ink armor?
So you just want to break the game.
Yep.
So you just want to basically do Sheldon's picks from the last game. And just break the game.
So you just want a nice
for my own personal benefit.
Can I get an E-liter with Kraken then?
I mean, sure, if you want to go that way.
Let's go H3 with a wall and ink armor.
Ink armor, might as well.
No, but okay. Here's personally what I think. I think I should have an L3, and its sub is a bubbler, and its special is a Kraken.
The fuck?
Best weapon.
No.
So you want to bring the Kraken back?
No, I don't want any of those things. I'm just trying.
I want it back now. I want the Kraken and Bubble back now. Now. I want it back.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, if we can get rid of Inkstorm, I'd trade. I'm getting tired of that shit.
It's not even that good anymore.
I can't figure out where the fuck it's going. There's no indication of which way the storm is going, so I end up running with the storm under it for like 30 seconds, and I'm like, fuck, dude. This thing's the size of Canada. It's like, can you guys just not give me an indication of which way this thing's fucking going? Right, left, mid? Sometimes it just looks like it's fucking following me half the time.
By the way, okay, hold on. By the way, I was looking in chat, and people were talking about all the poor kids that Sammy's lives has ruined. You guys really don't understand how retail works. I'll explain to you exactly how it works when you return a gamepad that's defective in a box, okay? God. You go to the store with that defective gamepad inside your box. Want to know what we do to it? It goes return to vendor. It goes all the way back to Nintendo. Nintendo refurbishes it and repackages it. That never, ever, ever touches someone else's hands until it goes back to Nintendo and repackaged. So it doesn't affect anyone's life. The only thing it's affecting is a shipping cost from Walmart and the repair cost from Nintendo.
Yep. No, they don't know it's broken. That's the thing. They don't check it.
No, they do know. He can literally just say it's defective and I want a refund. It's still within the 30-day policy.
He just said no. He goes.
You know what the fuck I say? You're not there, Dad.
He told me he doesn't go back to Walmart and say.
I didn't tell you shit. I just told you I'd send it back to Walmart and I give it back.
Shut up. He gets he goes back and sends it back within the couple of days. That's it. That's all he does. He doesn't tell them that it's defective.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter when the
box screen is cracked. One of them had carpet in it.
Yes,
I have the video.
Oh my god, Kendall, you don't understand. It doesn't matter. The second that thing is open, it goes back to the company. They don't resell it on the floor. Ever.
I get it.
No console. The second that box opens, it goes back to the company. Doesn't matter what Sammy says.
Alright. If we say so.
Anyways. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify that, because I do know how that works. So... This is because I've worked there, not because I do it on a regular basis like Sam.
He does it on. I feel like you do this.
Me? No.
Yes.
I've worked there.
Okay.
I deal with this all the time, or used to deal with this all the time. Okay. Whatever, guys.
All right.
Prodigy asks, "What experiences have you learned from teaming with each other that you have carried over to your new teams?"
Is this towards me and Kendall then?
Yes.
I'm sure.
I guess.
Kendall, do you want to start? I got to think of an answer.
So you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I've learned with playing with Sammy is never trust him. He's always going to throw.
That's true.
He's always going to want to run a sniper.
Yeah, and compete against.
We're going to tell him no. He's always going to be late to a tournament. Always, like without fail. We will tell Sammy that, yo, Sammy, the tournament starts at 12. He will not be awake. I have had to call his employees to wake this man up. Not his employees, his coworkers, sorry, to wake this man up. Literally, it's the most nerve-wracking thing on the face of the planet. But he's good. He's a good player, though. I'll say that much about him. But he's going to try to throw at all times, and he's never going to want to play. And if you get to the top cut, he's going to want to leave the tournament. Also, he is liable to, at a Squid Storm or LAN event, to be drunk during your sets.
You didn't say I couldn't.
We tried. We really tried. I don't think you ever understand how many 180 Ingzuka shots I had to endure. And then he hits it. This is the problem. He hits them.
But then that's not a problem anymore. It's just success.
It's terrible.
Sammy, I got your back. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, fam.
Okay, Sammy?
Don't play with blind people. Kendall's fucking trash at this game, and he literally can't aim for shit. I hard carry Kendall all the time. I don't care what he says. I pick up a sniper because I can actually fucking aim. All right, I'm good at this game, as he said. I'm basically like Jesus, but white. I'm trying to turn into Tom Brady, but of Splatoon. All right. That's pretty much it. Also, Kendall's a piece of shit. Don't team with him. Ink Delta, I'm sorry for your loss.
You good?
No, I'm good. I'm done. That's all I learned.
We hate each other if you haven't realized this by now.
Okay. I have 2 more questions. The first one is actually from Cav. I didn't really want to bring this up, but the way it's worded is okay, and I feel like it should be brought up and just silenced once and for all. Okay. You guys may have different opinions, but I'm going to silence it after. So, what do you think about a fairly large portion of the community calling Splatoon 2 a bad game or calling Splatoon 1 better? I get some people are joking, but it seems like a lot of people are serious. For a lot of players, including myself, it's pretty discouraging.
So basically, like the controversy about Splatoon, like people basically saying that Splatoon 1's a terrible game and Splatoon 1's better?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, like people voicing their, like being so vocal about it.
I mean, it's annoying. It's annoying. I mean, you have the option to just go play Splatoon 1, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still go play online, so just go play online.
People who play that game.
Well, I mean, like, you know, that's what you have to commit yourself to. It's like, do you want to go play a game on a dead console, or do you want to play what everyone else is playing? You know? It's like Melee made the commitment that even though the GameCube was going out of date, that they kept a, you know, civilization going in that community, and it's still going to this day. And like, given credit, like, we're not as big as Smash is, so we're not going to be able to keep as many people there. But it's like, it's just really annoying because it's like you have the choice, so you can go play whatever game you want. No one's stopping you. Just stop bitching about it.
Well, I mean, you can say that, but I feel like with any second game, no matter what it is, it could be Call of Duty, it could be 2K. I'll still tell you to this day, I liked S1. S1 had a lot of problems. I'm still like, I might get angry at it, like, but people can have an opinion, and people vocalizing their opinion means that there's a problem happening right now. Yes, people get fatigued. Yes, people get can play it a little too much, whatever you want to say, or look back and like look at nostalgia. But they can still have their opinions, and I feel like a lot of people griping about the game means that like there's something that maybe the developers are not paying attention to that are making people so upset. Now, if you're just saying that like Splatoon 2 is a bad game, there are some people that actually bring up valid points about why they are complaining about it, why they're upset about it, solo queue, whatever. But I don't think you should worry about people telling you that a game is bad. People still play Brawl, and how many people told them that that game was bad? So everybody's always going to compare. Just keep moving on, honestly.
9?
They did a pretty good job of kind of illustrating my thoughts. People are going to say what they want. My issue is not with people having opinions. My issue is when it gets to the point where it starts discouraging people and where it starts to slow the progress that a lot of people are putting in to try to make things grow and make things happen. And I'm not saying that it's reached that point yet, although if Cav has said that it's discouraging for him, I mean, I guess there's, you know, Exhibit A. I mean, if people are actively being discouraged from the game, you know, Splat 1's, you can hop onto it if you want for solo queue, but it's not coming back. You know, the Wii U is dead. Those servers are going to be discontinued within a few years, or I guess not servers, but that online service will be discontinued at some point, like the Wii's were for a bunch of its games and things like that. And you do just kind of have to, you kind of just have to move along. And yeah, you can have your opinion. There are certain parts of Splatoon 1 that I like more, and a lot of parts of Splatoon 2 I like more, but I'm not going to try to halt any progress or tell anybody to stop playing Splat 2 because, you know, you like what you like, but don't rain on other people's parade.
And one more thing, actually, like, Nintendo is actually supporting this game. We might as well put our best face forward and try to, like, at least grit your teeth, at least, and, like, or whatever you need to do to make it through. Because, I mean, we still have potential. The game is still, what, 6 months in? there's so much more that can still be changed. That's kind of what I'm going off of the potential.
Right, and like Sammy said, we're so small anyway. We can't create any more artificial divides than we already do a great job of creating, because apparently we just like making life hard for ourselves. But we can't split ourselves. Like we can't allow it to grow to be a split. We're just not big enough for it. So yeah,
we're not.
Foot forward. Nintendo's finally trying.
Yep, they are
trying.
I'm trying.
I mean, I've been vocal about this on Twitter, actually. It's one of the few things I actually commented on. I just don't think it should be even talked about. I don't. Between your friends, between a personal conversation, you want to talk about Splatoon 1 being better than Splatoon 2, whatever. Do whatever the fuck you want. I really don't care. But on like Twitter with your followers of people who are like actively looking at you, you should not even just talk about Splatoon 1 as a game. You can bring up like comparisons from one to the other, like I think this was interesting compared to this or whatever, but like people saying like Splatoon 1's a better game, or we should start implementing mods to make Splatoon 1 more balanced and make it a better game. It's like, dude, it doesn't even matter. It'll never happen, and you're just trying to fuel a fire for something that's just not going to happen. Like it's just stupid to me, and it's more of a deterrent than a positive in any way. Like, it does nothing but cause more negativity. And I think everyone should just stop talking about it. Like, if I'm going to be honest, did I have more fun playing Splatoon 1 than Splatoon 2? Yes, I did, but it wasn't because of the game. It was because I was actively competing. I had all my friends on a single team. It was a different environment. I'm not in Splatoon 2 to compete at a high level anymore. I'm in Splatoon 2 for that administrative role and production and getting content out and trying to make the scene bigger, right? Like, it's changed. So I enjoy doing those things more than playing the game, but that's not... It doesn't mean I don't like the game. It's just playing it at that point in time made more sense because of the type of people I was around. And now it's changed and shifted. But I don't go around and talk about it like it was the greatest game of all time. It was the people that were around at that point in time that made my playing experience better. And now Splatoon 2 is still a great time, and I love it. And it's almost just as fun, but it's for different reasons than the game, if that makes sense. So I think you shouldn't be talking about it. It just doesn't do anything. It doesn't benefit the community in any way. Just shut up. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Just stop talking, because you don't want to deter anyone. You want to encourage people to like build their own story. Let's put it this way: you want the new people who are now entering Splatoon 2 for the first time. They've got a Switch. They never had a Wii U. To have that similar experience you had in Splatoon 1, where you first met your friends and you first made your team and you made people. Like Kendall and Sam have known each other for 3 years. You know what I mean? I've known Blake.
I hate this guy.
You say that. I've known Blake for 3 years. You know what I mean? Like we've made friends that are basically like are really good friends now for a long time.
You're right.
Like more than people that we know in person, right? And what I'm trying to say is that this is a lot of people's Splatoon 1 is Splatoon 2. So don't deter that fact for them because you have these sour grapes that it's not as great as the second one was. Like, that's just stupid. And you're being stupid. So, yep, that's all I'm going to say about that.
I mean, the mod should never happen. We know what happened. Just don't go that direction.
Yeah, cease and desist.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, just don't go down the direction.
Yeah. All right, last questions from Rocket.
Oh, no.
He says, who's the laggiest player other than Rocket?
I was waiting for that one.
Rocket.
Other than Rocket?
Rocket.
Marsh has pulled some pretty wacky stuff when I played against Marsh. Marsh, I know you're in the chat, right? I've seen some stuff from your angling that I didn't think was possible. So I'm going to say Marsh.
Can we put Deep Blues as a whole? Prodigy on there too? So
yeah, just to piss Prodigy off, just put Deep Blues as a whole.
I'm gonna make a call out right now. Blake is the laggiest player.
He has fiber.
Exactly.
Kansas City has fiber. Why is he so laggy?
Okay, hear me out. It's not that Blake is laggy. It's that Blake's internet's so good that it makes this is what we've come to the conclusion of after playing and broadcasting and spectating. Blake has Google Fiber, which means he has the lowest latency essentially from every other person in the world because it's essentially 0 ping, right? And it's so fast and so good that is objectively the best level host of even playing field of crappy internet. So when everyone joins his lobby, you actually see people who have a really hard time and say the game's laggy is because they are laggy. Because they're connecting to a host that everyone is compatible with. So if your internet's bad, it's because of you. That's what we've come to the conclusion of. So Blake is objectively the laggiest player because he makes everyone laggy because of how good his internet is.
I'm trying to think.
That's wild.
I know for a while, Avery, Gingerbread Man 17, he was like in
oh my god,
houses.
Bro.
He had some legendary
Bro.
He had some legendary lag, man. And he's a looted roller main.
I mean, I said this, the Trinity themselves. Rollers, brushes, and I'm forgetting the last one. I don't know why. Dapple Doolies. No, Dapple Doolies. They are laggy. All three of these things are just laggy. And like, I don't understand why, but they are. But whatever. But on top of that, another person that was extremely laggy from, I don't know if he plays S2 at all, Bum Knuckler. I am so sorry.
He fixes internet.
I have never seen
fix his internet. You bought some internet?
His router's not plugged into a toaster.
He fixes internet. It's all good, man.
God.
Anyways, I think that'll about wrap up this disaster of a show. Thank you, Sammy, for coming on. You set the bar real high for us, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for.
Aww.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, anyone want to plug their stuff? Sammy, you want to plug some stuff?
No.
I
already plugged all my shit early on. Find me at the real Tom Brady.
All right, Nine, you want to shout out anything before you go?
No, if anyone has any good deals on graphics cards, specifically 1070 Ti or 1080, let me know.
You want to do that Bitcoin mining.
Yeah, that's it. But no, that's actually the last piece I need to put together my my desktop, and once that's done, I can start streaming. So if anyone has any good deals that won't destroy my bank account, please.
Finally.
All right, yeah. Kendall, anything you want to shout out?
Well, of course I got to shout out Beacon 2018. Go to Beacon if you want to see Sammy in a dress, or better yet, if you just want to see me. I understand. That's more of the reason why you come.
Why am I just posted up as the pinup girl as like I gotta show up in a dress? What the fuck is this?
What about Kendall? Wait, tell me. What about Kendall in a dress?
Bro,
how much do we have to donate? How much do we have to donate?
I wore a skirt once. I will never be doing it again.
How much do we have to donate?
$1 million.
Wow.
All right, that is how much you have to donate.
And I'm doing it for free. What the fuck is this?
500. If you get $500, I will wear a dress.
Okay, put it as a stream incentive on your stream right now, man.
There you go.
For me, no, you guys got to figure it out. But
whoa! I'm not setting this up for your game. Whoa! I'd pocket all that money if that's the case.
In all honesty, besides I said, go to Beacon, sign up. We're almost at 100 entrants at this point. We're almost a month away. Please sign up. As I said, it's going to be great. And on top of that, also check out my stream, my_Negus. If you would like to possibly maybe see Sammy on there sometimes, maybe not at all.
Fuck you.
If I never get rioted again by half of my stream again for having him on there. But all right, catch you guys. Thank you.
Is 500 the final number?
Sure, he called it.
It's 500.
Done now.
All right, I'm tweeting right now.
All right.
500.
I'm going to shout out InkTV.media. We have our website. Blue is going to be posting her power rankings on our site very shortly. We're just getting some stuff updated on it. Also, go sign up for BNS. The signups end in 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes. We already have almost 30 teams signed up for Thursday at 8 o'clock at night. So you guys should all sign up so we can get a really big event. By the way, we have casters locked in. For the first round, it's going to be me, Blake, obviously. We're going to have 9-Hole Grains, who's going to be coming in for tomorrow as well. Going to tune in for the memes that ensue, I guess. This is totally out of Nine's element, being the professional caster he is. He's gonna keep us grounded.
Yeah, man. I just bought a new bottle of rum, man. I don't know if you can count on me.
I mean, if there's a tournament to do it, this is the one, 9.
There you go.
And we have a Walkman who's going to be joining us. So the whole InkTV crew for the first episode, and we'll probably be switching out casters as we go along. So, guys, everyone sign up. I'm going to end the cast with, again, the Beacon ad and a BNS ad. So, see you guys later.
Go to Beacon.